Hey all, here OS Reviews. Today we're taking a closer look at the Mpow X3. These are TWS wireless buds with active noise cancellation, which sells for under 80 bucks. The trend that we've been seeing lately is active noise cancellation built in even on budget pairs of wireless buds, which we're always glad to see. So these particular ones have 10mm drivers, and the battery case combined will get you around 30 hours or so of playtime when on the road, and then the buds themselves can last for around 7 hours per charge. With ANC turn on, that number is a little closer to 6 hours. Both though are pretty good in terms of metrics compared to the competition. They do have touch controls, which have the ability for you to change the volume, skip tracks, play and pause the music, in addition to turn on the ANC, go into a audio transparency mode, which is the opposite of ANC and magnifies the noise around you so you can have a conversation or be aware of your surroundings. It uses Bluetooth 5.0, although it does use a Realtek chip, which means it doesn't support Qualcomm's aptX audio codec, although it does have AAC and SBC support. And otherwise, the X3s comes in two colors, black and white. These are also IPXA rated, so you can use them when it's raining, when you're sweating, and they should still survive. We'll take a closer look at the case next. The other accessories that you get include a Type-C charging cable, and we also get some spare silicone tips to get a more custom fit. But what's really interesting here is there's actually two types of materials that they're using for silicone. One here, which is labeled extra soft, is a little bit more malleable, but still not quite as soft as, say, Comply's memory foam, but still has a more gentle texture to it compared to the other silicone here, which is more rigid, perhaps better for sports. It's going to be slightly more resistant to wear. So taking a closer look at the design of the X3, the battery case does have a pretty typical look made out of this polycarbonate plastic, but it does have these interesting kind of more angular edges on the sides, which have these ridges running across it. The bottom here houses the Type-C port, and then when you open up the battery door, that's where you have the LED status lights inside, which tell you the battery percentage remaining. Most buds would have put the placement on the outside edge, which is a little bit easier to see, but it is what it is. What this means is whenever you open up the door of the case, it basically automatically turns on and begins to pair and connect with your phone, so the process is quite quick. The buds are magnetic, so they are pretty easy to attach in and out of the casing, and overall the process is pretty seamless. It's a very simple design as far as the buds are concerned, and it does have a few accents on it which are a little reminiscent of maybe what Apple would do. There's a slight divot in the edges of the stem, and this is also the place which is touch sensitive. It kind of gives you a differentiator that you can feel with your fingers and know that you've hit the correct spot for changing things like volume just by tapping once. And then on the left side you can double tap to activate the ANC, double tap again to go into the audio transparency mode, 2 more times to turn the function off. Overall it's pretty easy to master, and I felt the controls were pretty sensitive to my touch at least. Otherwise we have a very conventional shape to the stem. They're relatively lightweight, so they're not too heavy and feel pretty comfortable when you're wearing it. Here's a quick size comparison of the battery case with the Apple AirPods regular editions. You can see that they are going to be a little bit thicker, but overall it's still not too far off. Also, the battery life here is longer than the regular AirPods, so that is at least a plus. And here it is next to the Redmi AirDots, which are more similar, I'd say. Then here's a side-by-side with the AirPods in terms of the stem size, and the weight of both of these are actually very comparable as well. There are 4 microphones built onto the stem, so there's 2 on each side, which helps to reduce the background noise. And when it comes to the performance and audio quality, first of all, I think there's plenty to like here, because it is a very clean-sounding pair of buds, which is awesome. You won't really find any hints of static, hissing, or humming in the background, even if you're listening closely. At the same time, there is a nice amount of bass if you're listening to a drum beat or EDM tracks, though I wouldn't say they're the most bass-heavy headphones or even buds that I've ever tried, but certainly if you are listening to a drum beat, it still sounds satisfying, so it does a good job overall. Even the trebles do sound good, not too shrill or harsh even when listening to higher notes and frequencies. Although perhaps a tad more detail could be found in some of the higher frequency sounds, I would still say that overall it's a very pleasant, dynamic mix and giving you a very enjoyable listening experience, a very clean and easygoing sound. When it comes to the active noise cancellation, it also is effective, although I wouldn't say it's going to be as good as Sony's or Bose's models, which are more of the industry leaders in this area. In fact, as far as ANC is concerned, it might be one of the weaker elements compared to even some of the other budget pairs we've tried recently. It definitely makes a difference when you turn it on. You can hear some of the background noises and engine sounds. Lower frequency sounds are reduced, although not completely repressed. Same thing goes with with higher frequency sounds like humans' voices won't really get cancelled or blocked out. But still, it is a neat feature to have, and of course much better than nothing. By contrast, the audio transparency mode is perhaps more effective, I think, than the ANC. It really is working extremely well, so I can comfortably hear what's going on around me, I can have a conversation, I can hear my own voice through that mode without removing anything, and the magnification is done very well. So that's more or less it for our hands-on look at Mpow's X3 TWS buds, again showing the trend that active noise cancellation on these small, truly wireless buds are becoming just more and more common. Pretty much every company has one at this point. This one here doesn't have the strongest ANC in the world, but it does help, especially in canceling out, say, engine sounds of a car, or if you're on a train, and it does help you listen to music more easily. The entire experience in terms of the ergonomics and wearability is super comfortable and light. The controls work really well. I love the fact that you can change the volume directly on these, which is oftentimes omitted on some other models, and overall you get strong battery endurance, a pretty solid construction, and definitely feels like something more expensive than the price would imply. You can check out more details if you're interested, but for now that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. That's been the Mpow X3.